actually have been away for the last week, and I left my wife in charge of the dragons. I don't have a lot of them, obviously. She did a pretty good job. She did a great job of taking care of everybody, but one thing that did happen while I was gone, one of the dragons were nipped. Okay, so this is our baby who was nipped. So as you can see, she was bit, or he was bit on the arm. Let me focus in. And got her right on the elbow. It's healing up pretty well. She's very energetic, or he's very energetic. It's not going to hinder it at all as an adult. The only question is, will he or she have use of this limb as they get older? Now, nips like this are very severe. I haven't really had too many experiences with nips like this. Usually I just get a tail nip here or there, and that's actually very rare. But I already explained the situation to you guys as to how this came about, and it's still my fault because at the end of the day, I kind of knew that that dragon was just a little too big to be in there with the rest of his clutch mates, and I should have done something to make sure that this situation didn't happen. It wasn't fair to leave my wife in a position where she had to, you know, kind of, what's the word? She had to referee this situation, but, you know, you live and you learn. And like I said, I'm not going to keep anything from you guys this time around, showing you the ins and outs, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
It's not going to drop, right?
I don't know that if it's going to drop the arm or not. We're going to find out. I've had one lizard before get a really severe nip, but she was a pretty big dragon at the time, and she had been with her cage mate for like a couple years. And she was breeding, and they nipped her arm or something like that. I can't really remember, but she took a severe nip to the arm. Her arm went limp, but she eventually regained full use of her arm and had a scar on the arm that eventually went all the way away. So that's what we're going to hope for in the case of this one. I'm going to separate this one from everybody else, isolate it, and give it special attention. We're going to continuously observe the arm and how it's progressing. I'm probably going to start a mini-series just around this dragon, showing you how I care for this dragon now that it's been wounded, how I get it back up to perfect health, and ultimately, hopefully, finding it its new forever home. I know there's somebody out there that's going to love this dragon, whether it has 1 arm, 2 arms, 3 arms, or 4. So that being said, yeah. Sadly, because it was the greenest, and that's usually how it goes when you're breeding dragons, the prettiest ones are always the ones that are the frailest or the first ones to get hurt, injured, or something of that nature. But like I said, I still have hope for this lizard. We're going to see how she progresses, or he progresses, over the next few months. Okay, so here it is the little one who got the arm nipped. As you can see, it's recovering quite well. However, it did lose 2 fingers. So it has 3 out of 5 on this hand, on this left hand here. But this isn't going to stop it from doing absolutely anything as an adult. And by the time it is an adult, you'll hardly even notice that it's missing those fingers. The beautiful part of it is going to have the use of its arm. Let me try to get a better angle for you guys. Okay, so yeah, definitely a lot better than it was looking originally. The swelling has went down significantly. And actually, guys, let me get a better angle for you guys so you can really see what's going on here with this dragon. Okay, so hopefully this lighting is a little better for you all, but yeah, as you can see, the swelling is going down. Now, initially I was just putting Neosporin on this and soaking this dragon almost every day. Now I'm just back to the regular soaking once every other day, or once every 2-3 days. And I mean, like I said, recovering quite well. Great appetite, looking good. Gonna lose, like I said, lost 2 fingers, but nothing small. In a few years, or in a year, by the time this is an adult dragon, you'll hardly notice that this ever happened. So I'm really glad that this dragon will be able to keep the use of its arm. Alright. Now, granted, since it had to go through this, it's significantly smaller than the rest of his clutch mates. I imagine that, you know, during this stage, dragons do most of their growing. However, if something like a broken bone were to occur, a lot of the energy, I imagine, their body would divert to now healing that bone and the healing process, which could probably slow down the growth. So I'm going to assume that's part of it. Also, this was the smallest out of the 4 initially anyway, but now there's a significant difference between it and its biggest clutch mate, and a slight difference between it and its other clutch mate. So yeah, but like I said, really happy with it. I haven't sexed it yet. I will soon, but we have given it a name, Charles. Yeah, I know it's ridiculous. Don't ask me. It's a long story.
You named
I'll
Charles? You named Charles.
I'll tell you one day how it got this name, but in the meantime, and in between time, that's our update. Okay. So yeah. All right. And like I said, I'm gonna keep you guys filled in with the progress on this little one. Gonna really get up close and personal with this one. I won't be keeping it, so I will be trying to find it a new home. So I want whoever purchases it to have as much background on it as possible, and really have some history with it. You know, hopefully it can connect with someone and find a great forever home. It's a beautiful dragon. This is from my green project. It is very green, and it can be a breeder when it gets older. You know, granted it gets up to size, etc. Me personally, it won't fit into my plans, male or female. I already decided who I'm going to be keeping for the green project, and I'll let you guys in on that shortly. But yeah, so I'm letting this one go once it gets you know, significantly bigger, and I've seen the arm heal completely. But it's promising. It's now being able to lean on its arm and put weight on the arm, where initially it couldn't even put weight on the arm. The swelling, like I said, has gone down. So I definitely think that there's a bright future in store for this little guy. All right. So 1 week later, and this guy's made a full recovery. He's lost those 2 toes, as you can see, but they're fully healed. The arm's looking great. He's putting weight on it. He's active. I put him back in a cage with his cage mates just because I wanted him to get acclimated and socialized and just see how his feeding response would be around other dragons. Been keeping a close eye on him, and I keep saying him, but I still don't know if it's a him or a her. Carlos or Carlita. Carlton or Carlonda. We'll find out in a future episode, I guess. Only going to be leaving him in this cage for about a week before I move him into his permanent cage, or at least the cage that he'll be keeping until we find a forever home. And I'm saying that now, but honestly, after making this video, he might just be staying right here with me. One more green can't hurt. Well, that's the end of our video. I appreciate you all for taking the time to check it out. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit that like button. Leave me some love in the comments. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do for more amazing videos like this. In the meantime, in between time, peace, love, Pagonas.